Hello everyone, welcome to today's control system session in relation to module 5 state variable analysis. In today's video session, we will be learning about the topic state model. So we will quickly go through the definition of state model. In case you are wondering what is a state, what are state variables, that we have already discussed in the previous video. Please refer the previous video to know about state and state variables. Just to recap, we know that a minimal set of variables called as state variables along with input can be used to describe the behavior of a system. Now, if you are representing these state variables along with input in form of a model, that particular model is called as state model, which again helps us in describing the behavior of a system. State model consists of two equations, state equation and output equation. State equation is given as x dot of t is equal to a into x of t plus b into u of t. Output equation is given as y of t is equal to c into x of t plus d into u of t. If you recall, we have already established x of t as our state variable in the previous video. Here, x of t is state variable representation, u of t is system input, y of t is system output, a, b, c and d are coefficient matrix, and x dot of t is differentiation of x of t, that is d by dt of x of t. With this information, we will solve a problem on the same. We will quickly go through the problem statement. Represent the differential equation given below in a state model. D cube y by dt cube plus 3 into d square y by dt square plus 6 into dy by dt plus 7 into y of t is equal to 2 into u of t. The very first step involves identifying the number of state variables. General theory states that for a given differential equation, number of state variables will be equal to the order of the system. Here, the order of the given differential equation is 3, and hence there will be 3 state variables. But which are these state variables? State variables are generally chosen from system parameters. So here y of t, dy by dt, d square y by dt square will be chosen as 3 state variables. x1 of t is y of t, x2 of t is y dot of t. In case you are wondering what is y dot of t is equal to dy by dt. x3 of t is y double dot of t. Again, in case you are wondering what is y double dot of t is nothing but d square y by dt square. Now again, you can see here dy by dt is y dot of t, d square y by dt square is y double dot of t, and again d cube y by dt cube is, yeah, you guessed it right, it is y triple dot of t. Now, with this preliminary information, we will develop the state model. We know that state model is a combination of two equations, state equation and output equation. Now, in order to develop state model, we have to find x dot of t and y of t. But what is x dot of t? It is differentiation of x of t, right? So, how many x of t's, that is how many state variables do we have here? x1 of t, x2 of t and x3 of t. So, quite logically, x dot of t involves finding x1 dot of t, x2 dot of t and x3 dot of t. So now let's find x dot of t. So the already established state variables are x1 of t is equal to y of t, x2 of t is equal to y dot of t and x3 of t is equal to y double dot of t. Now we have to find x1 dot, x2 dot and x3 dot. Let us first find x1 dot of t. We already know that x1 of t is equal to y of t. If we differentiate this expression, we will get x1 dot of t is equal to, differentiate y of t with respect to t, you will get y dot of t. But again, you may have observed the state equation should be represented in the form of state variable and input only. I will repeat once again. The state equation should be represented in the form of state variable and input. Here you can observe y dot of t is neither input nor state variable, because we know that state variables are x1, x2 and x3. So now the question is, can we represent y dot of t in form of any of the state variable? Yes, because y dot of t is also x2 of t. So if you substitute y dot of t is equal to x2 of t, you will get x1 dot of t is x2 of t. Now you can observe the state equation x1 dot of t is represented purely in the form of state variable x2 of t. So this will be our expression number 1, that is from refer equation B. Next we will follow same procedure to find x2 dot of t. Again we know that x2 of t is y dot of t. You differentiate this expression, you will get x2 dot of t is differentiation of y dot of t with respect to t is y double dot of t. But again here you can observe x2 dot of t, that is the state equation, is not represented in the form of state variable. So can we represent y double dot of t in form of state variable? Yes. We know that y double dot of t is x3 of t. So upon substitution, that is refer equation C, y double dot of t is x3 of t. Upon substitution you will get x2 dot of t is equal to x3 of t. So this will be our expression number 2. Similarly we know that x3 of t is y double dot of t. Again if you differentiate x3 of t, you will get x3 dot of t is equal to differentiation of y double dot of t with respect to t will give you y triple dot of t. But here we do not have any relationship which connects y triple dot of t with any of the state variable. So now we have to find y triple dot of t and express that in the form of state variable and input. For that we will consider our problem statement. The problem statement given to us was d cube y by dt cube plus 3 into d square y by dt square plus 6 into dy by dt plus 7 into y of t is equal to 2 into u of t. So representing this as y triple dot of t plus 3 into y double dot of t plus 6 into y dot of t plus 7 into y of t is equal to tu of t. Now we need y triple dot of t, right? So rearrange the expression, you will get an expression like this. Now here represent this expression in form of state variable and input. Again, what is y triple dot of t? Y triple dot of t is x3 dot of t. What is y double dot of t? Y double dot of t is x3 of t. Again, y dot of t is x2 of t, and y of t is x1 of t, and u of t is again input. So when you substitute, you will get an expression like this. And if you rearrange this expression so that we will write x1 followed by x2 followed by x3, you will arrive at an expression x3 dot of t is equal to minus 7 into x1 of t minus 6 into x2 of t minus 3 into x3 of t plus 2 into u of t. Here you may note that the state equation x3 dot of t is represented purely in the form of state variables x1, x2 and x3 and input. So we have developed equation for x1 dot of t, x2 dot of t and x3 dot of t. Now we have to represent all these three state equations in form of the general representation. So we will do that. So again you have x dot of t right here. We have x1 dot, x2 dot and x3 dot. So x dot of t is nothing but x1 dot of t, x2 dot of t and x3 dot of t is equal to A. This is our A matrix. And then x, we have three state variables, so x1, x2 and x3. In case you are wondering how did we write A, here A is associated with what? X of t, right? So A is nothing but the coefficient of x of t, that is x1, x2 and x3 in the expression for x dot of t. So here you can observe the first row corresponds to x1 dot of t. So x1 dot of t, do you have any coefficient for x1? No, so we have written 0. We have a coefficient for x2, that is 1, so we have written 1. Do you have any x3 term? No, right? So the coefficient is 0. Similarly, second row corresponds to x2 dot of t. So in our x2 dot of t equation, we do not have x1 term and x2 term, so they are written as 0, and x3 of t is 1. Similarly, the third row is x3 dot of t. Coefficient of x1 is minus 7, coefficient of x2 is minus 6, coefficient of x3 is minus 3. So that is represented in the matrix A. Similarly, plus B. This is our B matrix into u of t. U of t is nothing but input. In case you are wondering how did we write B, again you observe B is associated with what here? U of t. So coefficient of u of t in the expression for x dot of t is called as B. Again x dot of t, initially x1 dot of t. Do you have an input term? No. So the coefficient is 0. In x2 dot of t, do you have any input term? No, right? That input term means u term. Again, coefficient is 0. But in x3 dot of t, you have a coefficient for input u of t 2. So we have written as 2 in the B matrix. So this is called as state equation. Now we will develop the output equation, which is given as y of t is equal to c into x of t plus d into u of t. To develop output equation, we need to know what is y of t, but here we have already established that y of t is x1 of t because we have assumed our first state variable as y of t, which can also be written as x1 of t into 1 plus x2 of t into 0 plus x3 of t into 0. Now let us represent the output equation as given by equation 4 in the standard form of output equation. Now again y of t, so we will write y of t is equal to c. This is our C matrix. Again, x of t means all the three state variables represented as x1, x2, x3, that is x of t. Now in case you are wondering what is C, here C is associated with what? X of t, right? That means C is a coefficient matrix which consists the coefficient of x1, x2 and x3 in our output equation y of t. Here you can observe y of t is x1 of t. So the coefficient of x1 is 0, coefficient of x1 is 1, coefficient of x2 is 0 and coefficient of x3 is 0. So we have written coefficient of x1 is 1, coefficient of x2 is 0, coefficient of x3 is 0. Now here you will not have any d into u of t term because in the expression for output, that is y of t, do you have any u term here? There is no input, right? So u of t will be 0. 0 into d is 0 itself. So this expression as represented here is called as output equation. Now if you represent both state equation and output equation in a stretch, it is called as state equation. So hence state model, not state equation, state model. Hence state model is given by a combination of state equation and output equation. Here you can observe that state equation is represented in the general form. X dot of t is equal to a into x of t plus b into u of t. Similarly, output equation is represented as y of t is equal to c into x of t. There is no d into u of t because in the output equation there is no input term, hence d into u of t is 0. So this is how we can develop a state model for a given differential equation.